Go. Hey everyone, welcome to Drink While You Think. We are back. We got some rhythm going 2 weeks in a row. We got this, dude, right? We got this.
We've got this, man. This is feeling good.
Oh, except your sound and audio is getting weird, but okay, we'll figure it out.
Your sound muted on this one too.
Okay, who knows? We have problems out of the gate. Anyway, your intrepid hosts here, Kenji and
Matthew.
𝐞𝐤𝐢𝐬. Glad to be back. You got someone there with you, it looks like. I'm not sure what the deal is.
Well, I'm in the office today, so the giraffe from Giraffe that they left. So after a Cuties-Con, they were nice enough to leave a, what was that, about a 3-foot giraffe in our office.
I can see the big tall one in the reflection of the window behind you too.
You can see the tall, like that's just a cutout. This is like a legit, like that's a good thing to have good technology partners. They live big, random stuffed animals in your office, so that's kind of awesome.
I like your show and tell.
It's a beloved giraffe.
I like your show and tell. I got a quick show and tell for you, and I'm not drinking this, but I have to show this to you. I just think this is the coolest thing ever. Look at this. Can I tell you about this?
A wine box. Oh, a vine box.
This is not, I wish they were, it's not like a product sponsorship. This is the coolest gift. One of our friends, Marty, who's high up over in accounting over at Coca-Cola. This is not a Coca-Cola product, but this is like the best, what do they call those? Advent calendars. It's look at this. It's basically an individual bottle of wine for like each night. Look at that. It's like a wine. So every night you drink like a different wine. How cool is that?
That's genius.
It's genius. Anyway, I had to share that. I think it's super cool. People should get that. It's not what I'm drinking today though. What are you drinking? Go ahead and tell me what you're drinking.
We'll give Marty some ups with Coca-Cola, but they ran out of cups downstairs. There's not Coca-Cola in there, I promise. I believe it's SweetWater 420. It's what's on tap downstairs at the Atlantic Village.
I'm going to make, okay.
You're going to make me jealous again?
Yeah, do a little taste first just to make sure it's 420. Can you tell if it is?
Yeah, it's IPA.
Probably. The keg always is a little funky, but it works.
It works for me.
I'm going to make you really mad. I just opened mine up. Look at this.
Another one? You're going to make me mad?
Some good stuff here.
Oh, wow.
𝐁𝐤𝐢𝐬𝐬. Can you read that?
𝐁𝐤𝐢𝐬𝐬. I like that, man.
Look at the Tequila Barrel Horchata Imperial Porter.
No, that's not even fair.
From our friends at Monday Night Brewing. There's a little bottle cap. Monday Night Guys.
Oh, wow.
Part of their garage series. So I saw this. I'm like, I think I've actually been storing this for a little while. Oh my gosh, look how dark that is. Woo!
Oh yeah, that's way more of my kind of beer than your kind of beer.
So, yeah, you know, a little tasty. Ooh, it smells like tequila-ish.
It's like all my favorite things. A porter kind of stout with a tequila edge. Like that's like all my favorite things.
I'm not even going to tell you about how fantastic that is.
Oh, that's just
is fantastic. Okay.
Get on to the other stuff because I can't.
We got drinks in hand, so let's jump in. We're going accounting first. For the benefit of our friends over at Helm,
okay.
They asked a question on social, and this is how we're going to respond to it.
Okay, awesome.
What is your number one cash flow tip you give to small businesses? Your best tip.
Oh my gosh.
For improving cash flow.
For improving cash flow. Oh man, you're gonna have to go first. I'm gonna think about this.
I saw Kelvin from Helm posted. A bunch of people have posted about this. Will Lopez, Nicole McKenzie, a bunch of people have posted. Some good ones out there. And I actually think that getting rid of invoicing, I think that's a big problem, right? We in the U.S. think we have to always put our services down on an invoice, deliver it through the mail, all that kind of nonsense. People need to get more creative. Customers get more creative and find ways to eliminate the invoice entirely. Kill the invoice. Just find a manner to bill people electronically. Or just go ahead and charge them ACH, credit card, whatever it might be. Eliminate the whole concept of invoicing. That's a fast way to go ahead and improve your cash flow.
Mine is more random than yours.
That makes sense.
But I also was out of the country during this whole social period, so I haven't seen the context. Maybe somebody else brought it up. So mine is for founders to set up their kind of emergency reserve cash flow fund before they start their deal. So the two ones that I recommend are taking out a loan on your 401k before you leave your other job, or like knowing how to access that, or having a 401k in your company with enough to where you can get the 50 grand out, having that set up, or having your home equity line of credit set up before you lose your last W-2. Those are my two best cash flow things. Because I guess when we start running tight on cash, and when we did start running tight on cash like a couple of years ago, having kind of some parameters where I understood like what my limits were and stuff like that was important to my decision making.
You're correct. That was random, but that's okay. By the way, the prize for this is a really cool Helm hoodie. So
I want a Helm hoodie. So that was mine. So that was.
It's not going to win because Will Lopez posted one earlier, and Will did it in Will Lopez style. We're all screwed.
But it's got to be on the quality of my deal and not on the quality of the presentation.
I think actually Helm would prefer it get more traction. If I were them, like give me more eyeballs, and Will Lopez is going to get eyeballs. Anyway.
Oh, Will does get eyeballs.
Okay, let's keep moving through the accounting stuff since we're drinking this book. We talked about it a little bit last week. Did you see Bill.com, the IPO, went out this week? Did you see that?
No.
No, you didn't hear anything about it?
I've been in the freaking out of the country, dude. I've been out of nothing. Like I've been completely out of the pocket, completely. Been in meetings.
We'll talk about that in a minute. So they came out a couple of days ago. I was looking at their stock price.
Oh crap!
Look at how much that jumped, dude. They were originally pricing it like I thought it was below 20. I think they went out at 22. Immediately they had a 60% bump. Look at that. And they're already up. Like they're already spiking today. Holy cow, they're up at 39. They priced it at 22. So day one, 60% up. So they're almost double their IPO price from 2 days ago. It's a big, should have jumped on that, huh? Look at that. Woo!
I told my broker I wanted in, but I hope he knew when that went out. I can't believe I missed the open.
I know.
That sucks.
I know.
What happened to me because I was mentioned in the Bill.com thing, I have gotten deluged by emails of people trying to hire like people to give them like insight into Bill.com.
Well, I mean, apparently, look at what you're doing, dude. I mean, did you have anything to do with that huge run up in pricing? I mean, that's just huge. I mean, I feel like you helped.
I can neither confirm nor deny that I took a couple of those phone calls.
I literally did though this week. I talked to some investors over in, I'll say, overseas, who had questions like about getting in on it. And we're like, oh, we see you guys at Acuity are involved with that. I'm like, yep. I mean, come on, guys, skin off a little bit of some equity for us trying to help you guys out. But anyway.
I had at least 8 inquiries, formal inquiries from people wanting to talk about it.
We were talking about other companies getting ready to go public, or companies that will at some point, I think. And the one that I want in on the most right now, like I would love to have pre-IPO shares, is the company Plaid. Do you know them?
Oh, yeah.
Do you know that here's the stat, right? So they are basically a plumbing for like banking transactions. This is a crazy stat I saw. Apparently, 1 in 4 people in the United States use Plaid in some shape or form, mobilely on an app or something, right? It connects to everything. Basically, every banking thing connects through Plaid.
Man.
Unbelievable. So I don't know. Any others? I mean, at some point, is Gusta going to go public?
I mean, I'd have shares of Gusta.
I would too. Who else do you think should go public out there?
Who should go public? Nobody.
Who wants that?
Like, keep those, like, make your decisions based on what you should do, not what's financial.
Except for all the Bill.com shareholders who just literally, their share price doubled in the last 2 days.
I can't believe that.
That's pretty awesome. Good for them.
I did buy Avalara.
You did?
Yeah, I've had a run with Avalara. So
okay.
at Bill.com.
Okay. You've already alluded to it before. You're in the Caymans, which everybody else would say like, "Ooh, you're in the Caymans. How great is that?" So you go down there. Let me explain to people. We do a lot of work in crypto. You go down there for a crypto client of ours. Can you explain kind of in simple layman's terms, why is it you've got to go, these crypto companies have to go to the Caymans or somewhere offshore?
Well, it's just like the captive insurance companies like that have set up subsidiaries in other jurisdictions. Like you have to have, it's a tax strategy, right? It's based on an international tax strategy, so you're not paying U.S. income tax. But if you're going to do that, the consequence to that is you have to have economic substance in wherever you have these things. So you have to have actual substantive meetings. This client has executives that live on Cayman because they're committed to not having just a structure. Like you have to have substance behind it. So you have to have real meetings with real things. When the downside of that is 4 days of meetings 200 feet from the water and not being able to go in it, which was the experience this time. We had a half day that was scheduled.
Can't you guys go have meetings on a boat or like?
Well, we had a half day in the 4 days scheduled to go and do. We were going to swim with stingrays, and some people had their significant others with it, and the significant others got to do it this time, and everybody else scrapped it. So I don't know what's worse. It's like not being at the beach or being 200 feet from the beach and not being able to get out of the conference room. Don't cry for me, Argentina.
I know. I'd love to feel terrible for. I'm sure everyone else would too. But
I think I like being at the beach so much. I like water so much. I think I would still rather be there than not. But I wish my family had been there.
So okay. Speaking of like weird compliance issues in different locations.
Oh wow.
I was talking to a friend of mine this week who was in North Carolina. And you and I spoke about this earlier.
Yeah.
And he's doing some kind of cool things with his accounting firm. And that's one of those states where you have to have, if you're going to, do accounting work or, be at an accounting firm, be a CPA firm. Sorry. If you're doing a CPA firm, you have to have a name of one of the shareholders in the name of the company. What's the backstory on that? Like, right? I mean, isn't that still like an old holdover from like, the profession being worried that people are going to fool like the general public about putting like,
even if you ask them, they wouldn't know the backstory.
Exactly. It doesn't even make any sense, does it?
It doesn't make any sense anymore. The random factoid I had heard about that I shared with you was, I believe the last
North Carolina, right? You're speaking of.
Yeah, in North Carolina, because at Cherry we had these conversations about.
He was in a firm called Cherry Becker prior to 𝐞𝐲.
Yeah. So the random factoid I heard, because we were thinking about, they had talked about changing their name to CBH. Yep. Like Cherry Becker, when they did the name change from Cherry Becker in Holland and then did the whole thing and then changed their name to Cherry Becker. That was after the consultants came in. They just dropped one name. In North Carolina was the reason they had to not consider CBH as the name, like just the initials, which was the leader in the clubhouse because they had cbh.com.
Yeah.
But the last one I understood that was passed that didn't have a name in it in North Carolina was KPMG. That was the last firm to get grandfathered because KPMG's name is now KPMG. It's not the names. Everybody else is Deloitte and Touche and, like their names of people in them. So KPMG was the last exception that North Carolina approved, is my understanding, for CPA firms that don't have a name in the name. It seems silly.
It is silly. Our profession gets a little ridiculous like this, right? I mean, I get trying to hold ourselves out as professionals and high ethical standards and protecting the public and the investors. But I mean, come on, that's archaic to an extreme degree.
To an extreme level.
My last kind of accounting one I've got for you. Kind of on the accounting.
Okay.
Maybe I'll start. This was kind of a funny one. What's your favorite publication again to read about accounting?
The Journal of Accountancy.
Journal of Accountancy. That's right. The Journal of Accountancy. You prefer to? Do you prefer the digital or do you prefer the? Oh wait,
You know the answer to this. Shut up. I love the paper one.
you have it. Or are you gonna pull it out and show us a?
I might have one because I was traveling recently. Oh no, I read it. I'm good.
Okay.
Yeah, the Journal of Accountancy.
I don't always read it because I don't touch paper stuff that much. But in the electronic version I saw, which maybe that's just a scanned or photographed copy of the paper version. They put out the 4 best technologies for CPAs. And I'd like you to see I'd like to quiz you and see if you can figure out what the 4 best technologies for CPAs are. Just take your best.
In the context of helping your clients or running your firm?
Just in general. As a CPA, what are the 4? You're a CPA. I was one until I let mine lapse. What are the 4 best technologies for us?
Oh, what should they be or what they list?
What
should they be is like all the G Suite products, Slack, workflow products like Teamworks or something like that. What are they?
Can I show them to you?
Sure.
I want to show them to you. I want to make this a little easier. Let's go back.
One's going to be Excel, and I'm going to cry.
In fact, the very first, here again, your favorite publication, Matthew, your favorite one for news, says that number 1 is
Excel.
Microsoft Excel.
Okay.
So you're going to cry. What's number 2? The internet.
No.
Yes. The internet.
This didn't make the publication, by the way. Smartphone number 3?
Number 3. And finally, 4?
No. That is not going to make that better not make, that better not.
Excel, the internet, smartphone, and GPS. I saw this. I cannot claim, this is from our good buddy, Michael Lee, shared this.
Hey, Michael.
Thank
you for sharing.
By the way, they're going to be on tonight, even though we'll take this later. Make sure you check out their Facebook accountants. Friday Night Accountants. I forget the
Friday
name.
night.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Friday night.
Friday Night Live with the account. They're on late. Too late for me. It's past my bedtime. But Michael shared that one. And that legitimately, the source of news that you read, that's what they want to tell you are the top technologies for CPAs.
Yeah, that's awful.
You may want to rethink some of your choices. Okay, let's get off the accounting stuff. We've been talking accounting for a while.
And you're mean. I read it for the technical accounting stuff, so because you don't keep up with the lease standards and the revenue standards, so you can't stop it.
Do we have to expense stock options these days?
Shut up.
I don't know. I mean, I think when I was leaving public, last technical accounting pronouncement I knew was a little bit how to do some of the tests for capital versus operating leases. Like that's about it.
Yeah.
FAS 123, that was stock option stuff. So.
Yeah. Yeah, you can take the audit partner out of the audit firm, but you can't take the audit firm out of the accounting firm. I don't know.
There you go. Okay. Lots of accounting stuff. Let's wrap it up with a few fun things. I see one of my kids is about to walk in the house right now. Just getting back from the carpool. And finals start next week.
Okay.
High schoolers. Any approach do you guys take to dealing with studying for finals in your household? Are you just kind of like we got to help, kind of buckle down with this? Or are you just kind of you know what, figure it out yourself, kid?
Yeah, I'm the opposite of a helicopter parent. So we have a little, like I do ask them if they need help or what's going on. But my daughter, you would laugh, my daughter, who's on top of things, said, "Dad, I need you to sign this study guide." And she said, "You know why you have to sign the study guide? It's because there's parents that are call and say, my kid didn't know there was a study guide. Call the teachers. And this is what the teachers have to do to get those parents to stop calling. Can you believe that, Dad?" He said, "You know what you would do? You'd be like, you should have used the study guide. You would have never called my teacher." So,
we'll ask one of my children. Child of mine. Hello, child of mine. Can you come here, please? Hi, baby.
Hi.
hey, Stella.
So Mr. May, oh, your hair. It made my hair look longer all of a sudden, didn't it? So Mr. May says he is the opposite of a helicopter parent. Am I a helicopter parent or not a helicopter parent?
Mom is.
Mom is? I'm not. Mom is, I'm not.
Mm-mm.
Oh boy. Oh, that's good. I'm not. Okay.
Yeah.
Fair to check. I love you.
Love you too. Do you want to buy the UCLA cookie that Jasmine got me?
Sure. Thank you.
It's kind of weird, but it's good.
That's going to USC.
Yeah, we might have to edit out the Rochelle part.
There was a signing today, and she brought like a bunch back from different colleges. So
By the way, you're on live, by the way. This
Izzy's driving.
Is she really?
She's driving her mom home.
Oh my gosh. Stella just turned 15.
Happy birthday.
Has not got a permit yet. Her friend who just dropped her off is on permit. So we're watching her run over our mailbox right now. Just kidding. Yeah, this is going to be on the video podcast. This goes out live. Oh, there she goes. That's how you get your kids to leave. Okay. Last question I've got before we sign off. So yeah, here you are traveling all this. I mean, I will tell you this, you are looking a little bit thinner these days.
Yep, 10 pounds.
What's the deal? Okay. So it's the holidays and you're down 10 pounds. I'm up. I don't think I'm up 10 pounds. But like what? All right, give me the deal. What's the game plan over the holidays?
What's the game plan over the holidays, or what have I been doing?
Yeah.
I'll tell you what I'm doing, but it doesn't really work the way some of the people told me it worked. Like, I know why it works. So I'm doing, like, what I started doing was called intermittent fasting, where you like basically go 16 hours without eating. Is basically skipping breakfast to get your calorie count down. Like, it is not really, I mean, maybe some scientists or somebody would gripe out there at me. But like, basically, I eat less calories because I skip breakfast and I don't snack. So
you're saying it's like math. You go from 3 meals to 2 meals.
And the math works because I don't add more food.
Yeah.
And then since I'm doing something, I'm more, when I do something intentional, like skip a meal, I'm more intentional about not snacking and not having sodas.
What about beers?
No, I didn't cut out beer or wine. That was my objection, which is why I was so okay with intermittent fasting, which is like with any diet, it has to be sustainable, I would guess. So I miss breakfast. I like the breakfast food. So I started eating breakfast at like noon or 1 o'clock when I work from home.
It's a good idea. I mean, if you're not crazy about lunch, just do breakfast at lunch. Yeah, I need to figure out something. I'm going the opposite direction here.
I know you're almost within 50 pounds of me now, so you need to worry about it.
Yeah, we'll see. I'll tell you what's not going to help it, dude. The 𝐭𝐤𝐿. I mean, this thing is it is so legit.
Dude, if you have another bottle of that, I'm going to beg you.
I really need to see if I can find one for you. This is from 2018.
A beer.
Awesome.
That's well.
Anyway. Well, your keg 420, SweetWater 420 in the Coca-Cola cup. I mean, I'm sure that's good too.
So, well, I mean, it works. So
you do whatever works.
It works in a pinch. So here's another shout out to the Helm people because I want to win whatever the hoodie. I really would like the hoodie. And my son wears your shirt like almost, he wears it every week. So he good job on the soft shirt to the Helm folks. Thank you.
It's not gonna win you the Helm hoodie.
Okay, fine. Well,
I mean, just saying that
maybe I'll buy some more.
You want to win, like
I like winning.
Yeah, but like you got to do something to win.
Okay, well, I'm shouting them out again. Like they like the social media stuff. Like
we'll send the social stuff out. So.
Like all 12 of our watchers will be like, "Hey,
yeah,
hell."
All right. Well, we're glad we're back on track. We're going to try to keep this going during the holidays, even traveling. I mean, I'm telling you, I want to do it from traveling. We'll have some good content.
I'm not traveling, so I'm good now.
Yeah, you're good.
I would have done it from Cayman if I had any freaking free time.
Yeah. Well, we'll have to think about that for next time. But
okay.
Also, friends, other tech partners, other firms, reach out to us. You want to be on Drink While You Think? We got room. We got lots of more rooms for people and other boxes to fit in here. So we'd love
for
to
the price of a hoodie. you can be on drink while you think.
I'm not sure that makes sense, but anyway.
I don't we won't even follow through, so you probably get on for free, so it doesn't matter anyway.
Probably true. Catch you next time. Please hit subscribe. The link is probably not here yet. We haven't figured out how to do that yet, but just subscribe. It makes us feel good, and watch. And watch it a few times. It makes us even feel better, right?
Yep. And have a happy holidays, everybody.
Happy holidays, everyone.
This will, for whatever holiday you celebrate.
So PC. Cheers, everyone.